Hi and welcome to SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. Going to give my preview and predictions for AEW Winter is Coming, the Dynamite special this upcoming Wednesday. We've got a big card in store here, including the biggest match arguably in AEW history. The AEW Championship will be on the line. Jon Moxley will be defending against Kenny Omega. We'll be giving my prediction for that later in the video. But first off, we'll go through the other matches on the card and give my predictions for those as we go through. Going to start with Chris Jericho against Frankie Kazarian, a first time ever match. These two veterans, not been in the ring together before, but their first opportunity on Dynamite. I expect a good match. Frankie Kazarian is a great in-ring competitor, a safe pair of hands. Jericho, what needs to be said, honestly, 30 years, arguably one of the GOATs, Le Champion, the demo god, I need to say more. And right now, the Inner Circle, they're out to prove their dominance, to show they are a dominant faction once again with the new acquisitions of MJF and Wardlow in the group. I expect that momentum to continue. I expect Jericho to defeat Frankie Kazarian here on Winter is Coming, but expecting this to be a decent match. We have got the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale making its return, which seems to me then perhaps a yearly tradition going on. Of course, with the AEW Diamond Ring, of course, MJF was the winner last year. If it goes to the same pattern as we had last year, we should have the final two actually in the Battle Royal, then compete one-on-one, whether that be on this card or whether that be saved for the next week. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, MJF won it last year. Hangman Page was the runner-up. Both are in the Battle Royal this year. Let's go through some of the contenders that will also be in the Battle Royal. Of course, from the Inner Circle, we have Wardlow and Sammy Guevara. We've got Private Party and Matt Hardy in there. We've got the Dark Order representing with John Silver and Alex Reynolds, Matt Sydal, Scorpio Sky, Sean Spears, Orange Cassidy, and of course the Twitch gamers of Miro and Kip Sabian all in this Battle Royal. I'm going to say it nice and early. This Battle Royal is screaming for a surprise entrant, and I know it's a throwback here from WCW days, but he's still on the independent scene. I want to see Glacier make an appearance here. It's December. Winter is coming. It just fits with the way the graphics have been put together. I want to see Glacier as a special participant in this Battle Royal. But to make a prediction, I mean, as I say, MJF has won it before. He doesn't need to win it again, in my opinion. It would be interesting if it was to be more Inner Circle conflict. But of course, I said about extending the dominance. What if Wardlow was to win this Battle Royale, or Sammy Guevara? What if one of them two were in the final two? I have a feeling Hangman Page will be in the final two as well. If I'm going for an outright winner, I'm going to stick my neck out now and say Sammy Guevara wins it this year, because Sammy and MJF don't get on in the Inner Circle. It would cause more friction and it could be entertaining TV. So Sammy Guevara will be my winner ultimately to win the AEW Diamond Ring. Perhaps if we have to go for a final two, perhaps maybe we'll have Hangman Page in the finals once again. Next, we'll talk about the women's match, and Dr. Britt Baker is in action. She's against Layla. I probably will butcher that last name, but Hirsch, I believe it is. They'll be taking on one-on-one on Dynamite this upcoming week. I expect Britt Baker to pick up the victory here. Not much to be said. She needs to be built to be put in the championship program, in my opinion. A future challenger for Hikaru Shida. But in the meantime, we seem to have a program started with Thunder Rosa. That could be something that could be of the fallout of this match, what I think could be interesting. Perhaps, a short, relatively squash match, but hopefully more storyline for Baker and Rosa going forward. And that's what I'm hoping will come from this match. We've got Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes going to be taking on two members of Team Taz. We've got Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. I like the addition of Powerhouse. I don't know, just add something in there a bit different. Will Hobbs, nothing wrong with Will Hobbs, but Powerhouse Hobbs, I don't know, it adds a little token to the name. And I personally, I don't mind the name change. I've seen a few people not so keen on Twitter. I personally am not against it. I want Team Taz to look strong here. I want to see them pick up the victory. They're one of my favourite, stables in Dynamite right now. And of course, Taz has started an issue, it seems, last week with Cody Rhodes. It feels that perhaps we might build to a Cody Rhodes maybe against Brian Cage, or certainly against Team Taz rivalry here. I think Ricky Starks or Hobbs would be a great challenger for Darby Allin further down the line for the TNT Championship. Therefore, I want to see Team Taz pick up the victory, but I wouldn't be surprised if the faces were to pick up the victory here. Ricky Starks, it wouldn't hurt if he was to pick up the loss here for the Team Taz team, but I do want to see Team Taz pick up the victory. But to give a final prediction and say, it can go either way. I want to see the teamwork prevail. I'm going to go against it. I'm going to go for Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes to pick up the victory. We need to get some faces picking up some victory on this card, and I think this is where the baby faces will pick up the victory. Perhaps more of a fallout after this match. Brian Cage will get involved. It will give an excuse for Team Taz to still feel dominant here. So yeah, the faces to win, but Team Taz to be standing at the end of this. The FTW Championship is one of the main focuses of this as well with Cody. Maybe that's what it could build to. Maybe that championship is going to mean something. Maybe Cody goes for the FTW Championship. Maybe that's a different direction we could go here. Last but not least then, the AEW Championship, arguably the biggest match in Dynamite history. We're talking Jon Moxley against Kenny Omega. I'm loving this because there's a little bit of a backstory that's going on here. We've got Kenny Omega who says, well, you beat me at Full Gear last year in an unsanctioned match. That match wasn't sanctioned. It wasn't technically part of the record books, plus all these sort of weapons and toys were out to play. Can you beat me, Jon Moxley, in a singles environment? We've got the cleaner. The heel side of Kenny Omega is back. He's back to take his throne. Arguably has been a bit bland as a babyface, although he's had some incredible matches throughout the year. Jon Moxley, it goes without saying, he's been a fantastic champion, but a champion since February. Someone that hasn't lost this year. Can he go the whole calendar year without one loss on that record? But another thing that's underlining is that someone attacked Jon Moxley 2 weeks ago on Dynamite, and of course the first last week was that was confronted was Eddie Kingston. Kingston said, look, nothing to do with me. And then we saw Jon Moxley put more as the blame on Kenny Omega. Whoever you got to do the job didn't do it well enough. They didn't take me out. But I think it's nothing to do with Kenny Omega. I think whoever it is going to be is going to reveal themselves this Wednesday. They are going to take out Jon Moxley in some sort of cheating format, and Kenny Omega will become the new AEW champion. Who is that person going to be that's going to attack Moxley? I'm not so sure at this particular stage, but maybe someone that's been off TV for a while is Brody Lee. Maybe that could be a great way to bring him back. Lance Archer would have been an obvious choice, but he seems to now have got himself involved with the Eddie Kingston stuff going on there, and Pac as well, that storyline. So maybe, just maybe, that rules him out. So I will say Brody Lee will be the guy that took out Jon Moxley. I know they fought earlier in the year, but certainly would be a good way to put Brody in a very high position on the card, and Jon Moxley would give him a natural feud to go into coming out of that match with Kenny Omega. But I expect Kenny Omega to actually become the AEW champion this Wednesday on Winter is Coming. But that's my predictions for the show anyway. What's your predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Lots of videos coming out this week here on SCW. It's busy once again on the channel, so do keep an eye out, and lots of AEW videos as well. Particularly one I want you to keep an eye out for is which talents AEW should sign. That's a video that I reckon if you're an AEW fan, you should definitely go and check out now. But that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. Take care. Have yourselves a great day. You've been watching SCW.